Gates Barbershop is located at 2609 North Martin Luther King, and he's waiting there to give you that haircut that will send you on your way. Gates Barbershop. Go by and say hello to Mr. Gates. And incidentally, those of you that would like to have a ticket to Miss Black Oklahoma, Mr. Gates say he has a few tickets left. Today's program is being brought to you by Hometown, located at 2001 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. You can shop there until 12 o'clock tonight at Hometown, 2001 Northeast 23rd Street. And when you go there, look for the bargains because they really have some bargains. Would you like some good barbecue? Oh, my. Go to Tom's Barbecue, 2504 Northeast 10th Street in Oklahoma City. You can get the special. Be sure and ask for the special. That's at 2504 Northeast 10th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Merlin Hildred has asked me to tell you thanks because you have made her one of the top insurance agents in the state of Oklahoma. She's so grateful. Her office is located at 730 North Britain Road in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Calvin, tell me about Allstate Insurance, please.
Mom, you want to know about Allstate?
I want to know about Allstate Insurance.
I can't believe that you want to know about Allstate.
Yes.
You mean you don't know about Allstate?
I want you to tell our
audience.
audience.
Their best agent, one of the best agents in the nation, is right here in Oklahoma City. You don't know that, and
I didn't say I didn't know that.
Oh, show, and we know that Merlin Hildred is located at 730 West Britain Road. Her phone number is 843-0811. And for any of your insurance needs, home insurance, life insurance, your automobile insurance, and those of you who have those boats and those motorcycles, Merlin can handle it. Give her a call, Merlin Hildred, 843-0811. Your insurance agent, the best agent in the entire nation. And you know what, Mom? Not only is Merlin the best in the past years, and I'm not talking about the last 5 or 6 years, but this year Merlin is on pace to be the best agent this 2002 year. Good things happen. Hey, but now that I'm on the mic, you know what I have to say, Mom. Good morning to you. And first of all, I want my friends and my neighbors out there to sit back, to relax, and to call their friends and call their neighbors and invite them to be a part of this, the Clara Luper Radio Show, live and in beautiful living color.
Calvin, this morning I would like to salute Paul Matthews.
Paul Matthews.
An unsung hero of the Johnson Jardina's Daycare, located at 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City.
How are we going to salute him, Mom?
I'm going to salute him by saluting, after all, I'm an officer, honorary officer in the Oklahoma National Guard.
Now
and I
you are
know how
that.
to do it.
Okay, well, go ahead, Paul Matthews.
Paul Matthews is so quiet, so refined, so dignified. Picking up your children, smiling. What a guy. Johnson Shadinas have something special. I had the opportunity, Calvin, to go to Johnson Shadinas, and they have a library, they have a post office, they have a dining room, they have everything. So when you take your children up there, they have the experience of going into the post office, buying a stamp. They have the opportunity of going to the grocery store. It's an educational experience, thanks to Mrs. Gloria Matthews and her fine staff. And then you ask me why I'm saluting Paul Matthews, because I want to.
Because
and I get so tired of people calling me.
Because he deserves it also.
And I get so tired of people calling me and say, Clara, why do you do this? Let me ask you a question. Why don't you do it? If you don't like the way I do it, you come out here and get you a radio program and do it your way.
Well, Mom, where is Chauncey Chardina's Daycare Center located?
1643 Northeast to 50th Street.
50th and Martin Luther King.
Yeah,
okay, turn
and
left.
2611 North Martin Luther King.
Two of them, 2611
yes, they have
North
been in
Martin.
class. They've been trained by that beautiful teacher. Mary has done a terrific job teaching, and I think they got their certificates last Thursday night. But I want to tell you about my plumber.
Your plumber.
Yes, I
Oh
want to
Lord.
talk about
Are you
my
going to salute the
plum.
plumber too,
I
Mom?
know I'm not
You're not
saluting the
saluting the
plumber.
plumber. You're just
I'm
going to talk
just
about
I'm gonna
it.
tell you that if you're having plumbing trouble in
Oh,
Oklahoma City, call 771-4875
why?
because you have the plumber's plumber.
Okay.
And that's 771-4875. And when you go in, you will love his personality. So warm, so cool,
Oh,
so
Mom.
collected.
Oh, that's
Mr.
so sweet.
Hamilton. You need a
You
plumber
mean
that's a
it's a plumber
friend.
with it's a plumber that's friendly? It's
Yes,
a plumber that's not just coming in your house and saying, "Now you got
a
this
Christian
problem,"
young man.
and write you a big bill
That's
and say,
right,
"I got
that's
it
right.
fixed," and then it
A
doesn't work when
plumber.
they leave.
A plumber. That number, once again, is 771-4875.
And what's that plumber's name?
I don't have to tell you his name.
I
You
know
don't
his
need to
name,
know. Oh,
Cohurk.
listen, cohort.
Cohurk Plumbing, and he's friendly. Is he expensive?
And he's Christian. Listen, Calvin,
Oh well,
it takes money to operate
when you
any
have plumbing
business.
problems, you really don't worry about the money, do
Oh
you?
no, because I know if I had, you tell me about your smart students and your scientists, but if I need a plumber, I don't want you coming there telling me about your space ability. I want somebody to know how to correct my plumbing. Well, this is the Clara Luper radio show, and we're getting ready for Miss Black Oklahoma 2002. The contestants will come in Oklahoma City on June the 22nd. They will arrive at the Holiday Inn, and you are invited to be part of that welcoming
Now,
party.
where is that Holiday Inn?
That Holiday Inn
You
is
know there are
right
quite a
off
few
of
here in Oklahoma City.
63rd and Broadway Extension. You're
63rd
invited to be
Broadway
there.
Extension.
Just think how those young ladies will feel when they step out of that car, and Oklahoma City is there to greet them.
Well, you know,
And
Mom, quite a few of the contestants have been chosen from across the state, and I know that those are some nervous young ladies. Now, we have quite a few. I see a long list there, but there are quite a few young ladies that will be here. Can you imagine being in the room with all these nervous young ladies, the nervous parents,
I don't think
the nervous
these young ladies
sponsors?
are out of sight. For example, tonight we are all headed to Langston University, where Langston will select Miss Black. Langston University. We will also be headed to Muskogee because tonight is a night that Muskogee will select Miss Black Muskogee and Miss Black Muskogee County.
Well, that will really be something. Langston has consistently sent some of the top talent, some of the top contestants in the pageant.
We'll see.
Muskogee has been consistent too. Matter
Yeah,
of fact, last year's Miss Black Oklahoma was from
Muskogee, Oklahoma. Well, Oklahoma
so
University say they really have a winner this year. But all of these girls are winners because of Miss Black Oklahoma is a pageant that increases the appreciation of history. Miss Black Oklahoma is an integrated pageant, and it opens its doors to all people regardless of race, creed, or color. It's designed to open doors that have never been opened before, and this will do it. And we do have a lot of scholarships, and I would like to thank all of you because everybody I call and ask for a scholarship, you have told me yes. So what we will do this year, we would have the largest number of scholarships that we have ever had.
Oh, Mom,
Thank you, Dr. White, for that scholarship.
Mom, what
Thank
does it
you.
take to give a scholarship? Because I know when you mention scholarship, I think in terms of thousands of dollars. I think in terms of
doesn't have
somebody
to be
going to a
$1,000.
dormitory, and then they say, well, I'm here on the so-and-so scholarship, and this takes care of my room and board. Is that the type of scholarship that we're discussing?
Well, we do not differentiate between scholarships. I am as appreciative to the person that gives a $10 scholarship as I am
Oh,
the
I
person
can give them
gives
that.
a
Now you're reaching my range.
Okay,
Because
well,
I'd like to be some encouragement to these young ladies. And $10 worth of scholarship, that
that
sounds
will
good.
help. That will help the young ladies.
That'd be one lunch at some school.
And I would like to
Not
thank
Langston.
Attorney Robert Alexander, who's given a $500 scholarship in memory of his father. I would like to thank the Dulaney brothers, who's given a scholarship in memory of their maid and their babysitter for years. That's Tom and Richard Delaney, are given a scholarship in the name of Mrs. Alberta Felder. Well, I know one thing. If you can sit and not give a scholarship if you want to, that's your business, and I'm not talking about you. But anyway, I am very proud of those that
Okay, I
will
want
give
to give a
scholarships.
scholarship. Who do I contact and what do I do?
You contact any of the staff members of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, and we have some 30 staff members. And you can always contact Clara Luper, Mr. Carbon, Mr. Leon Pons, Mrs. Letty Ruth Hunter, Mrs. Nancy Davis, Mrs. Rosetta Coleman, anyone, because we all work. You know, when
No, I
I
don't
look at the
know.
crime in this community, and when I realize that the young people that have been involved in the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant, the NACP, they aren't on those lists. And that's one reason why you should support the program. Now the tickets are on sale. The tickets are only $20 each, and when you buy a ticket, you are helping to support the program because when these young ladies come to town, we lift them to a new level of
Are
participation.
you bragging wrong? Or is this just a fact?
Oh, I have something to brag about. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you brag if you were in my position? And I feel sorry for you people that don't have any children. Well, anyway, let me tell you the story of Clara Luper. I had I asked a young lady if I could be the godmother to her daughter, and this young lady had twins.
Oh my
And
goodness.
therefore I became the immediate godmother of twins. But then when I think about the twins and I go out to see my godchildren, those other children look at me and something happens to me inside. And do you know what I've done? I'm the godmother of 6 children at one
Oh,
time.
way to go,
And
Mom.
then I have another. Oh, I can talk about. You don't have any godchildren?
No, I
Well,
don't. But back to the
some of you
scholarships.
will grow up to be old, lonesome people because you don't have any children. You ought to have some godchildren, some foster children, some stepchildren. Go get you some children and put them in the layaway. This is Clara Luper, and I'm talking about Miss Black Oklahoma. The girls will arrive here on June 22nd, and they will be here on June 20th.
Now, when do I have to have my scholarship in, Mom? And may I make a specific scholarship, or is a scholarship just general to the all contestants? For instance, if I wanted Miss Black Oklahoma City to receive a scholarship just for Miss Black Oklahoma City, is that possible?
Well, what I do, Calvin, I do not discriminate against my young ladies. I have young ladies from all over the state, and what we will do, we will look at all the scholarships and we will give them accordingly. I would not dare embarrass a young lady. Say if I had a contestant from my hometown, Hoffman,
Oh,
Oklahoma.
that would be
And then,
spectacular.
oh, of course it would.
That'd be a
And
lot
then
of talent there.
somebody else would have a larger scholarship. The pageant is not constructed to make people feel inferior. It makes them feel like they are important. Well, Calvin, I want you to know that I want to ask you about the art festival, and thank you for representing me at the art festival
Oh, that was
last
a
week
thrill.
because
That
I
was
had the
a thrill,
opportunity to
Mom.
speak in Pawnee, Oklahoma, at the Antioch Baptist Church to the for the women. It was quite an occasion.
Well, about the art festival now, those of you here in Oklahoma City, you have got to go to the arts festival that's downtown. Now, it's a free experience. Now, I don't know about your parking. That may cost a little bit. But if you're riding one of the city metro buses, that's all right too. But the Oklahoma City Arts Festival this year has something that you have never, ever in your life seen, or that you would even think would be possible, because the host of this radio show, Ms. Clara Luper, is a certified artist. ARTIST. She is, Clara Luper is an artist. Now, if you don't believe me, go down to the South Hudson Gallery. There in a big white tent is a painting that Mom has painted. She and Mrs. Anderson got together on
Mrs.
this.
Richardson.
Mrs. Richardson, I'm sorry, got together on this painting, and there it hangs there in the gallery at the Oklahoma City Arts Festival. Now, the painting is for sale, and the proceeds of it go to the Oklahoma City Arts Council and all that. But it's quite an honor to see your mama's painting. And one thing about this is mama's first painting ever, and then it goes on display. You know,
It also goes on sale.
and it goes on sale too. And then also doing in the same area, Charles Burton. Those of you
Charles.
who know Charles Burton. He's originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, but he's been here in Oklahoma City with his bands, with his educational experience, with his wife and their educational experiences. Has a painting on display down there too. You've got to see it. Don't cost nothing to go to the festival, but all you got to do, go to the South Hudson Gallery.
That's that long white
That's
tent.
the long white tent on
Hudson,
Hudson and Reno, and walk in there and stick your chest out and be proud, because you're going to see two people that we know who have never before picked up a paintbrush, who never before understood the concept of painting, but they have some beautiful artwork on display there. And Clara Luper did it. Charles Burton did it. Mom's painting is bigger, but Charles's is great. I don't know. We'll get reaction
tell
from
them
the
how much
people.
it sells for, please.
Well, the price that they had on it when they
And
had
who
the big
set the
reception.
price? I didn't set the
I
price.
don't know. I have no idea. That's not on there. But the price of Clara Luper's painting, which is correctly named Aspirations, is only $2,200.
Thank you,
for a
Calvin. We
first
have
painting.
someone on the line. This is Clara Luper.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. The Miss Black Oklahoma pageant is coming up June 29, 2002. And if you are in need of a ticket, just go to Stell's Restaurant at 1100 Northeast 23rd Street and get a ticket from myself, Coco Thomas. Also, the NAACP Youth Council meetings are every Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I am inviting you to come join us, support us, and participate with us. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter.
Okay, thank you, Coco. Have you been to the art festival?
No, ma'am, I haven't.
But be sure and go. And while you are there, look at all the paintings, and especially Clara Luper's and Richardson's Aspirations. I would like for someone to call me to
Are
see
you
that
bragging,
painting.
Mom? I have to say that again.
Bragging. I do have something to brag about. I get up every morning and I fall down on my knees and say, thank you, God, for this day. And I have something to brag about. Clara Luper, hello.
Hello. That's words of wisdom.
Yes.
All right. Go, Fluky. How are you doing, Mr.
Doing
McDaniels?
pretty good. this
Good,
morning.
good.
Anger is one letter short of danger. Anger is one letter short of danger.
That's
You got that?
So if you put a D on anger, you would have danger.
Right.
And anger always gets you in dangerous situations.
You're so good.
Go,
You're
Fluky.
good.
Go, Mr. McDaniels.
Thank you.
Anger is one letter away from danger. Well, I wish some people had heard that earlier. It wouldn't be a lot of dangerous people down in certain places now. If they
Right.
could have controlled that ANGER, they wouldn't be in DANGER. Mr. McDaniels, words of wisdom, live in living color here on the Clara Luper Radio Show, KTLV, 1220 AM, 672-1220 is the number. We want you to be a part of the show. We want you to know more about the Oklahoma City Arts Festival, the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant that's coming up. We want you to know more about what you can do in this community to help yourself. So sit back, relax. Now call that neighbor, call that friend, and make sure that they're in tune to this, the Clara Luper Radio Show.
This portion of our program is being brought to you by Johnson Shadinas, 1643 Northeast 50th Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
We're talking about Paul Matthews.
Oh,
Saluting Paul
I
Matthews.
saluted Paul
Well,
Matthews.
I'm still saluting him, Mom, because I know he does not just one thing there. He does several things.
Some classify him as one of the well-dressed men in Oklahoma City.
Now,
He
that's-
knows how to wear those ties and those suits.
That's deserved.
Paul, this is your program.
Go, Paul Matthews. Go, Paul.
Oh, if you know, well, anyway, this is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and today's show is a very special show because I have some people here from the southern Baptist Convention. No, Southern Baptist Church. Now you know there's a Northern Baptist Church, there's a Southern Baptist Church,
Western.
Baptist.
Is there a
And
Western
can
Baptist?
you imagine the Southern Baptist Church in both black and white? Well, that's what I have here today. On one side I have a white Southern Baptist, on the other one I have a black Southern Baptist. That's certainly a tradition. No, it's not a tradition. It's certainly a change.
Absolutely, yeah, Clara. I'm going to correct you there because it's not a change.
What is it?
Black and whites have met in Baptist churches
No,
since
I'm not
the beginning of Oklahoma.
I'm not.
Or before
Oh no,
Oklahoma.
I'm talking about from my standpoint, history. Isn't it correct that the Southern Baptists split from the other Baptists over the issue of slavery?
In
Yeah, answer yes,
1845.
answer yes or no.
In
Then they split.
1845, they did. Yes.
Okay. Now we get down to business. This is you say in Oklahoma.
I'm talking about Oklahoma. yes.
Well, I'm talking about the United States. I'm talking about the whole thing. Well, you say you've been taking black people into the Southern Baptist Church for how long?
Well, actually,
In Oklahoma, we're
in
talking about
Oklahoma, in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, in 1832, Fountain Baptist Church was founded and had 3 black members, 2 white members, and an Indian. And that's the total membership of the congregation.
Well, see,
at the
the
time.
Indians, according to the Oklahoma Constitution, was considered as white.
That's true. Absolutely
So
correct.
let's go back over and see. You had how many white members?
3 and 3 then.
Okay, then 3 and 3. That was in what?
1832.
Okay. Tell me more about the Baptists.
Well, one of the things that we're trying to do at First Southern Baptist Church of Del City is to alleviate some of the misconceptions that there are now, and one of them is that this is just a for white people only type of thing because
What?
it's not.
What?
Christianity is not for white people only. It's for everybody. It's for everybody. When Jesus comes back, he's not going to care whether you're black, white, red, yellow, Mexican, Canadian, American.
And you're trying at the Southern Baptist Church to do what?
We're trying to bring people together. We don't
Okay.
want people to be apart. We don't want to have segregation in one part of town and not have the whole community together.
Then I would like to invite the members of the Southern Baptist Church to come to my church.
I've been there.
You say I. No, you
have.
said we were trying. You have to bring a
That's
whole
right.
group. Okay, let's go on. Tell me about your program.
Well, on Wednesday nights we're having a meeting where this past Wednesday we had Dr. T. Oscar Chappelle from Tulsa and Morning Star Baptist Church come in and speak to our church or our group, which is part of First Southern Baptist Church. Come speak to us about the history of black Baptists in Oklahoma. And
What did he say?
he said a whole lot of stuff.
Okay, just tell me some of the things that he said.
Well, he spoke about the ordination of women in the Black Baptist Church, and he was saying that according to Scripture, he didn't believe that was a scriptural thing to do. He also was talking about that sometimes it would be different to speak at a white church than it would be to speak at a black
What
church.
would be the difference between speaking at a white church and a black church?
Well, white people are different than black people.
Wh-
We
in
all
what
know
area?
that. But
No, we don't know that. Don't say we know that.
Well-
I haven't found no difference in it. But some of my best
When-
friends are white.
Oh, well, they
Okay,
are.
okay.
I agree.
Now, what's the difference?
Well, the difference is that white people tend to be. I hate to say this, but they're more liturgical.
Oh, what do you mean by liturgical?
In other words, they like to go more by, instead of having the.
Having what?
I have to use Dr. Drinkwater as the example. He
no,
was on right before.
No,
us.
I don't want anybody brought in. You tell me the
But
difference
he-
because I haven't seen any difference between white Baptists and white churches and black churches. Tell
Black
me.
church is just a little bit more emotional than white churches.
Emotional.
Yes, sir, ma'am. I get that right.
Okay, yes. You say when
No,
you
I
say
mean,
emotional, what?
They are more exuberant.
Now here you come.
I'm
from
big
Harlem.
words, I know.
Exuberant. What do you mean?
In other words, they express themselves better than white folks do.
So you're saying that black Baptists express themselves better than white Baptists?
In general, yeah. I've been to both black and white Baptist churches in Oklahoma, and I have to admit that when the praise comes up, I think the black Baptists do a better job of it.
Oh, well, I certainly will not agree with you, because I've seen white ministers and white people on television. One minister touched somebody, and all at once they start screaming and hollering. Well, anyway, that's what Dr. Chappelle said.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure glad I'm going to get to speak out there, because I don't see no difference between white Baptists and black Baptists. And
well, you know what, Clara? Actually, I don't either. And really.
Emotionally, it all depends on the way you show your emotion. Now, when I go to church, when they say, praise the Lord, it doesn't, to me, mean that I've got to clap and jump up and down, because you can praise the Lord inwardly as well as outwardly.
Oh, yeah. And what's really great is the history of the black Baptists in Oklahoma is tremendously deep, and it goes to the very point that of what has happened in the state of Oklahoma. You're a prime example of what one person can do. And
not one person. Now, Clara, Luper had a lot of people that helped her.
I know, but you were the leader.
No, I don't consider myself as a leader. Okay, now you at Southern Baptist Church.
Baptist Church.
Oh, it's the first Southern Baptist Church. Is there a Second Baptist Church?
I have no idea.
Okay, the first one. Okay, to tell us about the program. Tell me something else that...
Well, what we're going to do this coming Wednesday night at 6:30 and at First Southern Baptist Church is we're going to have you there.
What did I tell you all?
You told me you're going to tell the truth, and that 99% of the time, she said, well, she didn't say that. She said most white churches, when they invite her to come speak, won't ever ask her to come back.
That's exactly right, because they don't like what I have to say.
But now, what did I tell you?
You told me that you invited me out there and I could tell the truth.
That's exactly what I want you to do, is to tell the truth.
And I would have to speak out of my experiences, not only with the white Baptists, but also with the black Baptists. That's right.
Absolutely correct. I one of the things that I look at is I look at people like James Reed or Dr. W.K. Jackson, Dr. M.A. Curry, who were leaders with you in the sanitation marches in the 60s, and things that that you did and how that they did about. I mean, goodness, how could I don't know that I could do any of this stuff.
Why? You a Christian?
I'm a Christian, but I don't know that I could lay down in front of a garbage truck like y'all did. I'm afraid the guy would run me over. I hate to say that, but I mean, it's the truth.
Let's get back to Wednesday night. Let's go back to Reverend Chappelle. You said he doesn't like women preachers, and I know that's the philosophy of the white.
It's also the philosophy of most mainline Baptist churches.
When you say mainline, what do you mean?
Well, when I say that, I'm talking about a lot of Southern Baptist churches believe that the Scripture, particularly in 2 Timothy, says that a woman should not be ordained.
And who wrote that? Did Jesus say that, or did
the Bible is the word is the
who
perfect, infallible, inerrant word of God?
That's what I want to know.
So
was that Paul?
It was written. It was written by Paul.
And that's what Paul said. But what did Jesus say about it? Didn't he give the message when he got up? Didn't he give the message to women?
He gave the message to
everybody. Thank God, because I don't. No, he didn't. When at the grave, what was the message?
What
was the message?
He told them to go tell.
Go tell.
And a woman can go tell.
Where were the men? They were running somewhere hiding.
They were hiding.
Scary
That's
self.
right.
Those men ran like wild rats.
And then after, you have to also look at what happened after.
What happened after?
Because after the resurrection of Christ, after his ascension, the men were anointed. And this is where we're talking about the ordination.
Who anointed them?
God did.
God did, or Jesus?
Absolutely. God did. And Jesus is God. So
okay. I'm not saying that, but you never say God rose from the dead, do you?
I do.
Oh, okay then. Well, you're Southern Baptist.
I mean, because I associate. I mean, in Acts chapter 20:28, it tells us that the Holy Spirit shed his blood for the church. So, I believe that too. So I believe what the Bible tells me in all aspects from Genesis all the way through Revelation. I believe it to be God's perfect word. So I go by it. I live by it on a day-to-day basis, or at least try, because it's hard to do.
Okay. Now let's talk about Wednesday night.
Okay.
I know that I will be there Wednesday night. At what time?
It's 6:30 Wednesday night, 6400 South Center Road.
And I will be welcome.
You will be welcome.
My friends will be welcome.
You will be welcome.
And I will be free to say I will be free to speak out of my experiences with the Baptists, right?
Absolutely correct.
Okay, anything else you want me to talk about?
Well, that's what I want you to talk about. That's the whole subject. So
The whole subject is what?
I want to find out what I'm looking for are your experiences, how the civil rights movement, how you became involved with it, how it evolved all the way through today. How, and I would really enjoy looking at how the how the people come and look at
what?
at the civil rights movement today.
I know
I'm
that.
about to break
Let me
up.
tell you, during the civil rights movement, there was a group of whites that were down in Mississippi, and they were talking to a black man, and the white Baptists, I think they were Baptists, told him, "Say, you're gonna be on television," and this black man was so happy. Said, "Now you just tell them how you treat us down here, and tell them how nice we are and what opportunities." Said, "Yes, sir." So this black man said, "Will the people hear us in California?" He said, "Well, they're going to hear you all over the world." Okay, so this black man dressed up in his suit, and he went, and they said, "Okay, well, tell us how you're treated in Mississippi." And this black man said, "Help! Help! Help!" This is the Clara Luper radio show.
Amen.
And I'm talking to a white Baptist. I want to talk to this black Baptist so I can get it both in black and white. This black Baptist. Sir, I understand that you are a Baptist. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're a member of the Southern Baptist Church?
Yes, First Southern Baptist Church on Sooner Road.
How did you become a member of the First Southern Baptist Church?
Well, about 5 years ago, I was looking for a church home.
You were looking for a church home 5 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry you didn't come to my church. 5 years ago you were looking for a church home. Tell me more.
And Brother Tom, he was preaching one day about prejudice in the church home.
Now who is Brother Tom?
Well, he's our pastor.
Okay. And he was preaching about prejudice in the church. Okay.
Yes. And he said if you prejudice in this church, you got to find you another church home.
Oh.
And he was talking about if you want to work in the church, Sunday school teacher, whatever.
Whatever what?
Whatever you want to do, be usher, whatever. His arm was open and put you to work.
And that moved you?
Yes.
Had you worked in other churches?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that moved you, and so you went out to First Southern Baptist and became a member. Have you been discriminated against since you've been out there?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Do you really believe those people really appreciate your being out there?
Most of them do.
Oh, and some of them don't?
Oh, that's common sense,
No, I don't know now. I don't know. Because I don't know what would happen if the Holy Spirit tell me to join First Baptist Church. We've tried it at some Baptist churches, and the preacher, we confused the whole congregation. And that's what we did. If you don't believe it, ask Mr. Glendale Brown, who tried to join a Southern Baptist church. But anyway, tell me about Reverend Chappelle's speech. How did you enjoy it?
Yes, I really enjoyed it. I would like to see could have been more people there because...
No, I'm not talking about the people. I'm just talking about the speaker. How did you enjoy the speaker?
He was real nice.
What did he say?
Well, one thing I was talked to him about was one guy. He asked him about the preaching, but there is a different in it because when I first joined First Southern, the preaching is a lot different. It's more like
More like what?
a teaching preaching.
Oh, well, I get a lot of that in some Baptist churches and Church of Christ, Catholic churches. Yes? So
Yes.
you enjoy that. That's your kind of preaching.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me what else did Reverend Chappelle say? Because some people couldn't come and they would like to know.
Well, Chappelle, he talked about the
Yes? He talked about what? Women preachers? You don't like women preachers? Okay, I have them on the spot.
No, you don't have me on the spot. It's
But no,
just-
I just ask you, do you like women preachers? And let me make my position clear. I do.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes, be honest with me, please.
The Lord He do not call women preachers.
Okay, according to your philosophy.
No,
According to your
according to
belief.
Scripture.
According to the scripture. Now, what scripture? Did Jesus say he didn't want a woman preaching?
Well, when Jesus rose from the dead,
He gave the message to the women, and he told them to go and tell the disciples. Isn't that preaching?
no, he told Mary Magdalene to go tell my disciples to meet me in Galilee. That's a messenger.
A messenger. Well, what is a preacher beside a messenger?
She went and told her disciples that
Those scary disciples who ran when the master was
to meet me in
crucified.
Galilee. So they ran and told the disciples.
Well, isn't that preaching?
No.
Okay.
If Jesus would have said, "Go tell my disciples that I have risen," it's a different.
Oh, it is. Okay, tell me about Wednesday night. Do you really have the nerve to invite me to a Southern Baptist church to speak? Do you have that kind of nerve?
Oh yes.
Okay, what do you want me to say?
I want you to tell the truth, and I want you to let the people know that we need to come together as Christians. Because we come in, like one thing Chappelle was saying, we can have that meeting, but we go home in our own neighborhoods acting the same way. But we need to come together and work together if we're going to be Christians.
Okay, we've heard a lot of talk about we should come together and we should work together. What kind of work would you recommend?
Well, we can have sort of like in the summers or anything, white churches, black churches having musicals together, preachers preaching together. I mean, instead of we just separating ourselves and do it more.
Okay, I would like to invite my white friends over for a good old delicious chitlin dinner. And we can celebrate.
That sounds good.
Okay, okay, that really sounds good. I am very grateful that I've been having a lot of fun this morning questioning you all. But if you believe what you believe what you believe, and certainly I would like to say thanks for giving me the opportunity, that one-time opportunity, to come out to the First Southern Baptist Church and express my views and tell it just like it is. Yes.
Well, you know, Clara, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm hoping it's not a one-time experience, and I'm hoping that you will come back again.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
But you see what they say after I get through, because when I think of the Southern Baptists, I have to go back into and dig into the history. I read Black Baptists in Oklahoma, and it's quite interesting.
Well, you know, the rollout for this book called Black Baptist in Oklahoma was at First Southern, as a matter of fact.
Well, I don't blame them. They have plenty of time to write it. I want to read one, White Baptist in Oklahoma. Do you have one?
There's actually several books. They're not called White Baptist.
Well, what are they called?
It's just called Baptist History.
Baptist history, but then it doesn't deal with Black Baptists.
Actually, it deals with Black Baptists as well, but
I want one of those books. Bring me one of those books. I'd like to see the history of white Baptists. No,
Well,
they aren't
actually-
called white. They just Baptists in Oklahoma.
Actually, the Baptist General Convention of Oklahoma has an excellent library that's open to the public, and they do have all those books available down there, and that's one of the nice things about
Who
it.
wrote them? Who wrote them?
Various and sundry people.
Okay,
I
just
can't
tell
give
me-
you. I
just tell
Dr.
me why.
Gaskin, Dr. J.M. Gaskin.
I know.
of Oklahoma-
I know Dr. Gaskin. I know him well.
Of Oklahoma Baptist University wrote Black Baptists in Oklahoma, and he's written several histories, as a matter of fact.
Okay, who collaborated with him on Black Baptists in Oklahoma?
It was collaborated by Dr. T. Oscar Chappelle Sr. Who
That was my school teacher.
That was your school teacher.
Yes.
And he is and also Dr. George Calvin McCutcheon.
I know him. He's a pastor of Baptist Church in Tulsa.
Yes, sir.
On the corner of Greenwood and what? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And I'll tell you, it's there's a lot of good history in Oklahoma, and one of the things that I'm looking for in everything that I'm doing is lifting up the name of Jesus Christ, because I know when we get to heaven, I'm going to look around and I'm going to see Clara Luper there too, and they're not. I don't think Jesus is going to see a difference between us, as some people.
I don't think he sees a difference now.
No, he doesn't. But I'm talking about, there's people on this world who, for some reason, think there's a difference. There is no
Well,
difference.
I don't think
in
it's no
God's
difference.
eyes.
And what I'd say in a Black Baptist church, I'm going to say in a White Baptist church.
Amen.
But I think you all should feed me first.
Come at 5 o'clock and I'll feed you.
No, Cal, listen, Cal, what did you say?
I asked if that was your last supper.
No, that's not my last supper, because they have, after their Wednesday night, they served last week. And I'm very impressed with that map you had, and I'm interested in obtaining a copy of that
As
map.
a matter of fact, I'm trying to get you one right now. I talked to him about
Well,
it
if you don't succeed, try again.
If I don't succeed, I'll take the one off the wall and give it to you.
Oh, now that's what you call Christianity. You ask somebody for one thing and they give you two. This is the Clara Luper Radio Show, and I dedicate my program to Mr. Paul Matthews today, who is a member of the Church of Christ. And I would like to tell Mr. Paul Matthews how much we love him and my family, because he was part of our family reunion, and you remember how happy all of us were to have him with us in New Orleans, Louisiana. I want to tell you about a cleaners in Oklahoma.
Tell us about the cleaners in Oklahoma.
All Pro Cleaners.
us, we wanna
All
know.
Pro Cleaners, located at 1018 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. And you can go down there Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 o'clock p.m. And what I like about it is operated by a woman. Isn't that wonderful?
All right.
I'm so proud of
All right.
women. And I am proud of women.
I am too. Some of my best friends are women. That's one thing I love about living, having good friends that are women. But Mom, something is coming up on May the 5th, and this is unplanned, but the Jackson Southerners will be here in Oklahoma City, and it'll be there at 23rd and Spencer Road, and that'll be Saturday at 8 p.m. And these are some guys that have really taught me a lot over the years. I've listened to many of their songs, and the Jackson Southerners, they can go. I mean, that is
What do
really,
they sing? Do they sing my kind of songs?
Mom, they sing the kind of songs that make the whole of Hoffman jump. Those, one of those floor-shaking songs, one of those roof-shaking songs where the walls be trembling. They can go. That's a fantastic group, and they have a long history, and we're fortunate that they're coming through and to Oklahoma City there at 23rd
Well,
and
I'll
Spencer
be
Road.
old about May 5th.
You
my
certainly will
birthday-
be old
My
about-
birthday is May 3rd.
May 3rd, how old will you be?
Calvin, I don't think it's your business how old I am.
Okay.
Just so you know, I was old enough to be your mother.
All
and
right.
don't you forget it on May 3rd. I want my birthday present, because I certainly deserve a
Well,
birthday
Mom,
present.
anything you would want, I'll give you. Now, just tell the audience what you would like for me to give you on your birthday, and I'll be happy to make sure.
I'm not going to tell
that
the
it becomes-
audience. I'm going
You're
to
gonna
tell
you're
you.
gonna tell
Because
me.
the audience, they always give me something for my birthday. I am so fortunate.
Kind of like your enemies.
Yes, that's right. All of you that don't like Clara Luper, I tell you what you can do. You can solve the problem once and forever. All of you that don't like Clara Luper, send Clara Luper $1 to prove that you don't like it. Now, if you don't send me $1, I'll just take for granted that you love me.
All right.
Don't you think that's a good deal, Kevin?
That's a great deal, but
and
I
somebody
don't know
asking-
what happened, but I know your post office box is 11106. It is. The zip code is 73117 here in Oklahoma.
11731.
111.
No, the zip code is 73136.
Oh, well, let me start
And
over then. Post office box.
Give them my home
No, they might
address.
send more than $1. Let's send it to the post office box 11106 73116. But then that's May 3rd, and we have a.
But today, Calvin,
Today, that's what I'm worried about.
Today, one of my sit-ins is in Oklahoma City
Okay.
as a speaker. Michael Lithcock is in Oklahoma City. The NACP people will meet at Freedom Center at 11 o'clock, and we will head to I think we're going to the
Western.
art festival, and you're going to take all our pictures so we can send
certainly
it to
am.
my son in Saipan. And then we are going to the Western Hotel for lunch. And I would like to invite those of you that would like to have a good lunch, and it's free. Come down, and you get to see Michael Lithcock.
Well, Mike
And
hasn't
Mike is
been
going to
here in-
speak at 2 o'clock. You remember Michael and George, Stevens, and Ruth. The
And
Lithcocks are
George Sr.,
back.
Dr. George Sr.
Yes,
Right.
yes. Dr. George Lithcock is dead along with his son Stephen. Ruth is at Columbia. She's associate dean there. And George Jr. is in California. He's an engineer.
And Michael is here in
And
Oklahoma
Michael's
City.
here in
He's
Oklahoma City. He
environmental
arrived-
protectionist something.
Right. He arrived yesterday, and boy, that's the advantage of working with people. You know how good you feel. You're at home, and all at once you pick up the telephone. This is Michael Lithcock, and I haven't seen him in years, and I'll be so happy. So I'm asking all of the people that will be in our party to meet me at 11 o'clock at Freedom Center. I hope Berlin Nero will be there. And incidentally, Dr. Nero, Johnny, is delivering the commencement address down in Ada, Oklahoma. Can you imagine that? And they sent
I
me
couldn't
an invitation.
imagine Dr. Donnie Nero being
He's the president
of Connors College either. So, and then delivering a commencement address.
Hey.
That's another first for Oklahoma.
And he's going to deliver 2. He'll deliver one at 10 and then one at 2. It's just so excited, and I'm just so glad to be alive.
Well, Mom, that envelope that you have in your hand there is something very special.
Oh, I won't tell. I won't tell it.
May I
all.
tell it?
No, don't tell it.
Don't
But in
tell
the
nobody about
meantime-
Leroy and
No, don't tell it.
Loretta
Don't tell
Campbell.
everything you know.
Don't tell everything. Oh,
Well, if
man,
I
this
want
is
somebody to
bubbling
tell
over.
somebody, I would know who to tell it because I know they would tell it. And I would like to invite all of the
wanna
former
talk about it?
contestants of Miss Black Oklahoma to come home. Come home to Miss Black Oklahoma. We want to see you. We want to see your faces. And you have grown up now. Many of you have changed your names. But if you know any contestant that has ever participated in Miss Black Oklahoma, tell them to contact me. My address is 1111 Northeast 43rd Street. And my telephone number is the same, 424-3949. We want you. We need your brains. We need your aspirations. And certainly I would like to thank Shadina for calling us.
Shardina who, Ma?
Shadina Fowler, who is no Fowler no more. She's an engineer from Oklahoma State University. And I would like to congratulate all of you. And today we have talked about Black Baptists and White Baptists. We've talked about what we believe, and I want you to start sitting down thinking about what you believe. What direction would you like to see this country go in? We have seen hatred, and we know the pains, the heartaches that's come about as a result of it. Now we must look for a brighter day, and a brighter day can only come through love. Love, love, love. You cannot no longer say, I love you. You cannot say, I love you. Calvin, we had some people that we wanted to salute.
Well, we did.
Not salute. We
wanted to mention. We wanted to Barbara Lowry.
Barbara
and,
Lowry.
a good friend of mine over in Tulsa who passed recently, who's at Langston University with us. And, at Langston University, you have an opportunity to meet people from across the nation. Small school, But great place. So we'll find that paperwork in a few minutes, but it's here. We'll mention it. But Mom, I'm looking forward to the rest of this Saturday morning. It's a little damp looking outside, but it's
I love the damp.
but it's so beautiful because of the fact that I will have an opportunity to go with you down to the Oklahoma City Arts Festival, where over 300,000 people will have a.
They say 700,000 people will attend
Well,
the festival.
okay, I only missed about 400,000, but it'll be a lot of people coming down there, and they will have an opportunity to see your first painting. They will have an opportunity to see a painting by Charles Burton. They will have an opportunity to see how the Oklahoma City Arts Council is attempting to reach out and to encompass the whole community. We've heard about what's happening Wednesday night there at the First Southern. It's not the Second Southern, but the First Southern Baptist Church, where you will be speaking. This will be your last speech at the First Southern Baptist Church. You say you're going to have a meal there too, so I don't know.
I don't know whether I should have a meal.
You might
know.
just come right in on speech time.
I don't know
because I know some of your
what's on the menu.
speeches. Some of the guys at the Mayfair Christian Church are still talking about the speech you made there, but they have not invited you
But they
back.
aren't Southern Baptists.
No, they aren't Baptists, but they have not invited you back either. But then we're looking forward to the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant coming. We've talked a lot about it over the course of the year. You hear us always talking about it because it's something dear to our hearts. It's something special to our hearts to see the young ladies, to see the young men, to see the young pages come in and to grow and how they develop over the years and how they take the experiences of the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant back to their hometowns, back to their universities, back to their schools, back to their grade schools, and how they make a definite impact on those communities that they live in.
I forgot
Looking
to ask
forward
the
to it.
Southern Baptists if they are coming to Miss Black Oklahoma.
You forgot something? That
Yes.
doesn't sound like you. Getting close to your birthday, though,
Oh.
you might have one of those senior citizen moments.
That's okay. That's okay. I know how interested you are in helping and bringing people together. I would like to invite you to the reception for Miss Black Oklahoma, to the welcoming party. Not only that, I would like to invite you to some of the various breakfasts and luncheons and dinners.
Tuesday dinner, the Tuesday dinner, the Calvin Luper dinner, where you will have an opportunity to hear the best speaker that will be at the Miss Black Oklahoma pageant during that week. Now, everybody talks about how good their speakers are. Everybody
Okay,
talks
Calvin,
about
that's
that,
not
but
fair.
Tuesday.
If you talk about one
well, I have
speaker,
the
you
mic,
talk,
I have
you
the mic.
talk
Tuesday
about all
during
of
the
them.
Miss Black Oklahoma pageant.
Because Keith
You're
Oden's
in-
going to speak for
Uh-oh.
Mrs. Gloria Matthews. I know that.
Well,
The
now,
tickets are only
boring.
$20. And those of you that want to buy tickets, why don't you buy them in groups? Take a friend. Take a friend. Just don't go there by yourself. Show Miss Black Oklahoma pageant. It starts at 7:30. He had 7 o'clock, but it starts at 7:30. How did he put 7 o'clock on these tickets? It will start at exactly 7:30. Are you coming?
I'm trying to look at what day it is, see if
It's
I'm
on
going to be in
June
town.
29th. It's on Saturday, June the 29th.
I'm going to be in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, well, send somebody.
But I
to
will buy a
represent.
ticket.
Okay, I'm so proud of that.
Well, I'll be at Douglas High School because that's where the pageant will be.
Yeah, the pageant, we will move from Holiday Inn to Douglas High School.
Right. The Holiday Inn, let's kind of get that straight. The Holiday Inn is the place, is the headquarters.
It's the headquarters. The girls were moving there on June 22nd and will be there through June 29th.
Oh, Mom,
Tell
I'm just
people
invited
call
to
me
be at
word
I'm waiting.
if you
I'm
don't
just,
sing happy birthday.
this is a special happy birthday song, Mom, because it is your birthday. And it's not every day that you get an opportunity to be a part of the Clara Luper radio show and to be here with a birthday. Why don't you say something else while I kind of get myself in tune here?
You gonna get yourself in tune? Well, what is that you have, Calvin? What is that?
This is from my heritage, and I'm trying to play my flute right and maybe miss my key.
From your heritage.
Yeah, this is from my long heritage. Wait just a minute.
Okay, I don't mind waiting a minute. That's your heritage.
Happy birthday, dear mama. Happy birthday, dear mama. Happy birthday, dear mama. And may you have many, many more. Oh, thought that was good. But Mama, I also want to mention that your birthday is the 3rd, but then we got Dolores Davis' birthday is the 2nd. Vicky McDonald's birthday is the 7th. Some more people I didn't mention. But the big thing is that May 3rd, Mom gets to have all her wishes and her dreams come true. Anything you want on your birthday, we're going to do for you. But happy birthday, dear Mama.
Calvin, one lady told me that you couldn't carry a tune if it was in a bucket.
Well, I've tried that, but I've been always lucky enough to get a bucket that had a hole in it. So my tune would ease on out of the bucket. But I've tried carrying a tune in the bucket, but I work at it. See, Mom, some things I'm not
really
good at.
You practice on your song.
Of course I practice. Ask Merlin, ask April, ask Mrs. Tucker. They'll tell you. They close the door and say, don't be practicing that loud. And then you heard me a little bit this morning on the way out here with the flute trying to drive. And then out front, Leroy and Loretta, they heard me trying. It takes practice to get better. And I've got to get better, and I want to be better. But then I do know that deep in my heart, that's where my happy birthday comes from. So just because I can't sing don't mean I can't try, but I can.
Well, at least you're honest. You say you can't sing.
I can't sing, and we have a group called We Can't Singers, and we also
we have someone on television.
We're available for special events. I invited the people at the Arts Festival to invite us down there to sing,
but they didn't. Okay, hello.
Hello, Miss Luper.
Yes.
This is Minister Bailey.
Yes.
And I think you are the greatest black woman in Oklahoma City.
All right.
And I thank you for what you're doing for the young people, because in 1982, my daughter was the first runner-up to Miss Bicentennial. And I think you're a great person. And God bless you, and happy birthday. And Calvin, don't sing no more.
Oh, no. I thought you were going to say, Calvin, I have an opportunity for you to sing in my place. And you know we're very reasonable, too, but I won't sing any more today.
Okay, well, thank you so very kindly. Okay, I'm going to see how what people think of. I love cakes and pies and, you name it, and I love it. Calvin, I want to talk seriously. I am so sick of seeing so many of our people involved in crime. I'm sick of it. How can we progress as a race with somebody stealing, killing, putting on lewd acts? We can't do it. We are going to have to stop it now. N-O-W, now.
Mom, that's a good thought. But you know that we mentioned this before on the radio show. Crime sells.
Calvin, please.
Crime sells. And you know that if there weren't for the many activities
hold it, Calvin, because I've sold a ticket.
You've sold a ticket.
I've sold a ticket.
You know that the sheriff department would go out of business, the Oklahoma City Police Department would go out of business, the judicial system would go out of business, and that's what it's all about. But until we decide to put these particular places out of business, the prison system out of business, then there's going to continue to be crime. That's where I think we need to concentrate ourselves.
I am still saying that we've got to stop it. We have made progress as a race of people. The progress can be seen as we turn on our televisions and radio. We have over 9,000 black elected officers and office holders in the United States. We have blacks as presidents of universities. We have blacks that are dominating NBA and go on down the line. This is progress. But until we all can progress, and I'm pleading with you young people, stay out of jail. Hannah Atkins and Clara Luper have formed what is known as the Clara Luper Hannah Atkins Fan Club. You can become a member of our fan club only by saying, I want to go to the top. I want to be the top in education, top in love, the top in understanding. And Hannah Atkins and Clara Luper will be very, very pleased with you. I will be telling you more about it next week. Now, let's get serious about it. We can talk about everything else, but we've got to realize that these young people are coming out of our homes, our churches, our schools, and we have a responsibility.
At our communities, too. I don't think the responsibility stops just at the church and the school and the home. those of us in the community that may see.
Well, I know my grandmother, who was not educated, who had never gone inside a university, who used to make us hold up our hands every day and repeat, with these black hands, I will not steal anything from anybody. I will not kill anybody. I will not hurt anybody. And those are the greatest lessons that we could teach. So I say to you people, stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Leave drugs alone. Leave alcohol alone. Anything that will not uplift our people, leave it alone. There are a lot of Baptists up to Ramada Inn, and I want you to go up there and look at the Baptist layman.
That's
Sorry, I don't.
formerly the Clarion Inn, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. But, Mom, shortly we will be going to the Arts Festival. We will have an opportunity to see that picture. We hope that all of you out there will go to the Arts Festival here in Oklahoma City. Reno and Hudson is where the tent is located. Take a look at that picture.
That long white ticket. That long white tent. This is Clara Luper, thanking God that He has let me live to just about see another birthday.
All right.
I've enjoyed the rain. I've enjoyed the sunshine. But most of all, this week, for my birthday, I gave myself a big birthday party. I planted a grapevine and a blueberry vine. This is Clara Luper saying, sometime visit my lake and visit my farm. Bye-bye. I do love you.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10 at your number one gospel station, KTLV. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program are not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.
I need